Now the subject is soil stabilization and ground improvement technique. So in situ module 2 chapter name in situ densification. So the first question, compare the sheep foot and vibratory roller in the surface compaction of granular. তাহলে compare the sheep foot and vibratory roller in the surface compaction of granular. So for compacting heavy clay and silty clay, sharp sheep foot roller are found to be very effective. So for compacting heavy clay and silty clay, sheep foot roller are found to be very effective. These roller are employed in road and soil project. They consist of steel drum on which projecting lugs are fixed, which may apply pressure up to 14 kg per centimeter square or more. Different type of lugs are namely spindle shape with widened base, prismatic and clubfoot type. A single drum require to be towed with a tractor, or this can be mobile sheep foot roller with tandem drums. Ballasting with water, wet sand or steel section can increase the weight of this drum. Efficient compaction can take place when these lugs are gradual workout of the roller's lugs with successive coverage. The important factor are the pressure on the foot and coverage of ground obtained per pass. The parameter that really matter are gross weight of the roller, the area of each foot, the number of lugs in contact with the ground at any time, and total number of feet per drum. As the roller moves on the soil, its foot penetrate into the soil. An exact pressure. The pressure is maximum. কখন হবে maximum? When a foot is vertical. When the roller moves, the foot which is vertical start receding and the pressure reduces. The compaction takes place from the bottom. The same case, not only the foot, the drum also present the soil. Drum also pressure the soil. It is stated that for the best result, the thickness of the loose layer should not exceed by more than 50 millimeter the length of the foot of sheep foot roller. In vibratory rollers, latest specification of earthwork invariably recommended vibratory rollers. These rollers are helpful from several considerations, like a higher compaction level can achieved হবে with maximum work. B. Compaction can be done up to a greater depth. C. Output is many times more than conventional roller. Although these rollers are expensive, but in the long term, the cost become economical due to their higher output and improved performance. Vibratory rollers are similar to smooth wheel roller, with the modification that the drum or drums are made to vibrate by employing rotating or reciprocating mass. Considerable research has gone into the development of vibratory roller. The capacity of the roller increase, thereby bringing about economy in construction, cost of embankment. Vibratory roller are similar to smooth wheel roller, with the modification that the drum or drums are made to vibrate by employing rotating or reciprocating mass. Considerable increase, thereby bringing about economy in construction cost of embankment. So next question, explain the principle of ground improvement by stone column with the help of net sketch. বলছে দ্য স্টেবিলাইজেশন অফ সয়েল বাই ডিসপ্লেসিং, তাহলে এক্সপ্লেন দ্য করো প্রিন্সিপাল অফ দ্য গ্রাউন্ড ইম্প্রুভমেন্টটা কীভাবে এক্সপ্লেন করো বাই স্টোন কালামের দ্বারা উইথ হেল্প অফ নেট স্কেচটা হয়তো এখানে নেই কিন্তু ডেসক্রিপশান আছে। দ্য স্টেবিলাইজেশন অফ সয়েল বাই ডিসপ্লেসিং দ্য সয়েল রেডিলি, স্টেবিলাইজেশন অফ সয়েল বাই ডিসপ্লেসিং সয়েল radially with the help of 9 deep vibrator, refilling the resulting space with granular material and compacting the same with the vibrator is called vibratostone column or simply stone column. In other words, the stone column are constructed wherein the soft soil is strengthened by replacing a certain percent of soil with aggregate. Thus, aggregate column will act as a drainage channel to release the excess pore water present in the subsoil. The degree of improvement of soft soil by stone column is because of the densification of the surrounding subsoil during the installation of the stone column itself and the subsequent consolidation process occurring would be in subsoil before the final loading of the improved soil. 3 question by end product specification. These are used mostly for building foundation and highway. Under this specification, it is the specified relative compaction which is important. The method for achieving this is not so important. The economics of any project require that the contractor adopt the most efficient procedure. Whatever may be best from the contractor viewpoint may not provide a fill with the desired engineering properties. For example, compacting a soil on the weight of optimum result in a lower shear strength than compacting the soil on the dry side of the optimum water content. Apart from these, other properties like permeability and sinkage characteristic will also be different. Thus, a range of placement, water content should be specified in addition to percentage of relative compaction. Next question 4, explain how compactor is controlled in the field. How compactor is controlled in the field. As the aim of compaction, কি লক্ষ্য, is to stabilize করবে সয়েলকে স্টেবিলাইজ করা and to improve their engineering behaviorটাকে improve করা. It is important to keep the engineering properties of the field in mind rather than just the dry density and water content. This aspect is usually ignored in earthwork construction control. Great emphasis is laid on attaining a particular dry unit weight and very little importance is given to the engine properties of the compaction. Fill. Dry unit weight and water content, however, correlated with the engine properties and are thus convenient construction control parameter. Artwork specification can be classified into two categories, namely end product specification and method specification. Under first group, a certain relative compaction or percent compaction is specified. Relative compaction is defined as the ratio of the filled dry unit weight gamma d filled to the laboratory maximum dry unit weight. Gamma d max as per specified standard test, namely Indian standard light of heavy compaction test. Relative compaction gamma d filled by gamma d max. Relative compaction should not be confused with the term relative density. The relationship between relative density and relative compaction. A statistical study on 47 different granular soil indicated that the relative compaction can never be less than 80%. Since soil will always have an unit weight of simply dumping of soil would produce a unit weight of order of 12 to 14 kN per meter. Question number 5. From the given figure, soft clay, sand, CC 0.7, CVJ 0.6 meter square per year, CVR 1.2 meter square per year, এটা হচ্ছে 10 মিটার। কম্পিউট করতে বলছে দ্য টাইম ফর 90% কনসেন্ট্রেশন অফ দ্য সফট ক্লে উইদাউট স্যান্ড উইক্স, বি দ্য টাইম ফর 90% concentrate with sand wick given that the spacing of sand wicks is 1 meter on triangular grid and diameter of sand wicks 100 mm. তাহলে বলছে কোশ্চেন নাম্বার 1, দ্য টাইম ফর 90% কনসেন্ট্রেশন অফ দ্য সফট ক্লে উইদাউট স্যান্ড উইক্স, টাইমটা বার করতে বলছে। বলছে দ্য টাইম বার করো 90% কনসেন্ট্রেশন উইথ স্যান্ড উইক্স গিভেন দ্যাট স্পেসিস, এটা উইদাউট স্যান্ড, এটা উইথ স্যান্ড উইক্স, দ্যাট স্পেসিং অফ স্যান্ড উইক্স ইজ 1 meter on triangular grid and diameter of the sand wick 100 mm. This is soft clay, this is sand 10 mm, CC 0.7, CVJ 0.6, CVR 1.2. For 90% consolidation of soft clay without sand wicks, তাহলে TV সমান CVZ into small t by h square সমান 0.6 into T1 ER by 100 square সমান 0.006 T1. T1 is the time of consolidation. Now for U সমান 90% consolidation, TV সমান 1.781 minus 0.933 log 100 minus U%, so T1 সমান কত হবে 14.1 ER. So for 90% concentration with sand wicks, we know TV সমান CVR T2 by H by 2. TV সমান টাইম ফ্যাক্টর, CVR সমান coefficient of the consolidation in relative radiate direction, T2 হচ্ছে টাইম অ্যাজিউম। So for 90% consolidation with sand wicks, TV সমান CVR T2 by H by 2, where TV সমান time factor, CVR হচ্ছে coefficient of the consolidation in radiate direction, T2 হচ্ছে time assume, H সমান H by 2 effective height due to the sand wicks, তাই TV সমান 1.2 T2 by 10 by 2 সমান 0.24 T2 small T2. So 90% consolidation TV সমান কী হবে 1.781 minus 0.933 log 100 minus u%. So capital TV समान 0.24T2 is equal to 1.781 minus 0.933 log 100 minus u% u minus 90% समान T2 হচ্ছে 3.5 year. So we got 2T2. First T1 14.1 years, next time 3.5 years. Now question, during the construction of a highway bridge, if is expected that the average permanent load on clay layer will increase by about 115 kilonewton per meter square. The average effective overburden pressure at the middle of the clay layer is 210 kilonewton per meter square. Given H समान 6 meter, CC समान 0.25, E0 समान 0.9, CV समान 0.36 meter square per month, and taking the clay layer as normally consolidated. A. Determine the total primary consolidation settlement of the bridge without pre-compression. B. Determine the time required for 90% consolidation under the additional permanent load only. B. C. Determine the surcharge that will be required to eliminate by pre-compression the entire primary consolidation settlement in 9 months. So A. Determine the total primary consolidation settlement of the bridge without pre-compression. Now বলছে the total primary consolidation settlement may be calculated SCP সমান CCHC by 1 plus E0 log sigma dash plus del sigma dash by sigma 0 dash. The sigma 0 হবে sigma 0. So 0.81 into 6 by 1 plus 0.9 log 210 plus 115 by 210 on 0.483 centimeter. Now we have TB সমান CV T2 by H square. CV হচ্ছে 0.36 মিটার স্কোয়ার পার মান্থ, H হচ্ছে 6 মিটার, T2 হচ্ছে 9 মান্থ. সো TV সমান 0.36 CV ইন্টু T2 মানে 9 মান্থ বাই H স্কোয়ার 6 স্কোয়ার সমান 0.9. হেয়ার B. নাও C বলছে ফর TV সমান 0.9, U degree of consolidation will be 85%. We have del sigma সমান 115 115 কিলোমিটার পার মিটার স্কোয়ার, del sigma 0 210 কিলোমিটার পার মিটার স্কোয়ার. তো del sigma p dash by del sigma 0 dash মানে 115 by 210 সমান 0.5848. From degree of consolidation versus depth we get sigma del sigma f dash by del sigma p dash on 2.5. So del sigma f dash on 2.5 into 115 সমান 287.5 কিলোমিটার পার মিটার স্কোয়ার. Now come to question number 6, no 7. 6. How would you estimate the output of vibrator roller? Discuss briefly about the vibroflotation method. Answer. Latest specification of artwork invariably recommended vibratory roller. These rollers are helpful from several considerations, like a higher compaction level can be achieved with maximum work. B. Compaction can be done up to greater depth. C. Output many times more than conventional roller. So although these rollers are expensive, but in the long term the cost become economical due to their higher output and improved performance. Vibratory rollers are similar to smooth wheel roller with the modification that the drum or drums are made to vibrate by employing rotating or reciprocating mass. Considerable research has gone into the development of vibratory roller. The capacity of roller increase, thereby bringing about economy in construction cost of embankment. Now viboflotation method বলছে the viboflotation is a method of improvement of non-cohesive soil by rearranging the grain distribution pattern while applying cyclic vibration which cause the outflow of granular soil. As a result, the compaction of soil and the pore volume reduction are obtained. The main equipment used for the vibocompaction is heavy plunge vibrator called vibofloats. Question number 7. Explain how a surcharge load is increased. How surcharge load in excess of the final load of the structure help in pre-compression. Now তাহলে এক্সপ্লেন করা হচ্ছে হাউ এ সারচার্জ লোড ইন এক্সেস অফ দ্য ফাইনাল লোড of the structure help in pre-compression. Pre-compression involve compressing the soil under an applied pressure prior to placing a load. As such, it has proved an effective means of enhancing the support afforded shallow foundation and commonly is used for controlling and magnitude of the post-construction settlement. Pre-compression is well suited for use with soil which undergo large decreases in volume and increases in strength under sustained static load when there is insufficient time for the required compression to occur. Those soil that are best suited to improvement by pre-compression include compressive soil, saturated soft clay, organic clay and pits. Pre-compression is normally brought about by preloading, which involves the placement and removal of dead load. This compresses the foundation soil, thereby including settlement prior to construction. If the load intensity from the dead weight exceeds the pressure imposed by the final load, then this is referred to as surcharging. In other words, the surcharge is the excess load additional to the final load and is used to accelerate the process of settlement. The ratio of surcharge load to final load is called surcharge ratio. The surcharge load is removed after a certain amount of settlement has taken place. The installation of vertical drain beneath the pre-compression load helps shorter the time required to bring about primary consolidation, earth fill, and to a lesser extent rock fill is the most frequently used material for pre-compression. The degree of consolidation UQ plus del Q developed under final loading. Q and surcharge del Q can be derived from UQ suffix Q plus del Q समान del H by del HQ plus del Q, where del H and del HQ plus LQ are the derived from del H dash del HZ समान H by A1 plus E0 Cc log sigma 0 plus Q by sigma 0 dash, and del H Q plus del Q समान H by 1 plus E0 Cc log sigma 0 plus Q plus del Q by sigma 0 dash. এই যে থিকনেস অফ দ্য সয়েল লেয়ার, ই যে হচ্ছে ইনিশিয়াল ভ্যালু রেশিও, সি যে হচ্ছে কম্প্রেশন ইন্ডেক্স del 0 sigma 0 dash initial effective overburden pressure. Question number 8. What is dewatering need? Describe briefly a method of dewatering. Dewatering is a necessary aspect of many underground construction project. Construction site near coastline, river, other bodies of water, and in other situation may require 24-hour dewatering every day. Heavy rain may fill work area during storm. Heavy rain may fill করে work area during storm. Whatever the source of water in pits and other excavation, so no work can be done until the water is removed. Method of dewatering. Groundwater can be controlled by adopting an or more type of dewatering system appropriate to the site and characteristic of the soil. The different type of method involved dewatering are open sumps and ditched, well point system, deep well drainage, vacuum dewatering system, electro osmosis. So first হচ্ছে open sumps and ditched. The essential feature of this method is a sump below the ground level of the excavation. Of one or more corner or side, a small ditch is cut around the bottom of the excavation, falling towards the sump. It is most widely used and economical of all method of groundwater lowering. This method is also more appropriate in situation where boulders or other massive construction are met with the ground. There is also a disadvantage that the groundwater flow towards the excavation with high head or a steep slope, and hence there is a risk of collapse of the site. Now come well point system. Well point are small diameter, about 50 mm tube with slot near the bottom that are inserted into the ground, from which water is drawn by a vacuum generated by a dewatering pump. Well point are typically installed at close center in a line along or around the edge of an excavation. As a vacuum is installed to over, the height to which water can be drawn is limited to about 6 meters in practice. Well point can be installed in stage. Install at a lower level. Lowering it further, the water trickling between the deep well may be collected by a single row of well point at the toe. This method ensures a much thicker width free from seepage force. Well point spears are generally used to draw out groundwater in sandy soil condition and are not as effective in clay or rock condition. Open pump are sometimes employed instead of spar if the ground condition contains significant clay or rock content. C. Educator system. This system, also known as jet educator system or ejector system or educator well point system, is similar to the well point system. Instead of employing a vacuum to draw water to the well point, the educator system uses high pressure water and riser unit, each about 30 to 40 millimeter in diameter. A high pressure supply main feeds water through a venturi tube immediately above the perforated well screen, creating a reduction in pressure which draws water through the large diameter rise pipe. High pressure main feed of the return water. The advantage of the educator system is that in operating many well points from a single pump station. The water table can be lower in a stage from depth of 10 to 45 millimeter. This method becomes economic comparative at depth in soil of low permeability. The deep well drainage. Deep well system consists of one or more individual well, each of which has its own submersible pump at the bottom of the well shaft. Such systems are particularly suitable where large volumes of water in highly permeable sand and gravel area, permitting rapid recharging of groundwater from surrounding area exist. The range of permeability under which the deep well system is applicable. A typical deep well consists of a drill hole within which a lower screen casing which admits water to the pump, an upper casing which prevents soil from reaching the pump, and within the casing the pump and its discharge pipe. The discharge pipes support the pump to which it is attached. Electrical wiring for the pump motor run between the discharge pipe and the casing. The space between the drill hole and the casing is normally packed with the filter material, for example coarse sand and or gravel, to minimize the pumping of solid material from the soil surrounding well.